Welcome back to Fred's Storybook Barn, Cozy Tales from the Farm. That evening, Fred settled into the hay as Farmer Jane pulled a new book from the crate. Tonight's story, she said, is called The Fox and the Grapes. One warm afternoon, a clever young fox named Ferdinand was wandering through the countryside, feeling rather hungry after a long day of exploring. As he trotted along a sunny path, he came upon a lovely vineyard, its vines heavy with plump, juicy purple grapes glowing in the sunlight. Ferdinand's mouth watered at once. What a delicious treat that would be, he thought, and he crept closer to the trellis where the grapes hung high above. He looked up, licking his lips, and gave a mighty jump, but his paws swiped only air, and he landed in the dirt with a thud. Undeterred, he backed up, took a running start, and leapt again, higher this time, but still the grapes dangled just out of reach. A cheerful bluebird perched on the vine above chirped down at him, watching with curious amusement. Determined, Ferdinand looked around and spotted a pile of old wooden crates nearby. He stacked them one on top of another, climbing carefully to the very top, reaching up with his paw stretched as far as it would go. But the crates wobbled, then tumbled, and down he tumbled with them, landing in a dusty heap. Panting and a little sore, Ferdinand sat down in the shade to catch his breath. Just then, a fluffy grey rabbit hopped over and asked, "Whatever are you doing, Ferdinand?" "Oh, nothing important," Ferdinand replied, brushing dust from his fur and lifting his chin. "I was just examining those grapes up there, but now that I look closer, they're probably sour anyway. Not worth the trouble at all." And with that, he turned and trotted off down the path, nose held high, trying very hard to look as though he hadn't wanted those grapes one bit. Behind him, the little bluebird plucked a grape from the vine, took a bite, and found it wonderfully sweet, chirping happily to herself. Farmer Jane closed the book softly and looked down at Fred, who was already dozing off with a happy, sleepy quack. "Good night, Fred," she whispered, blowing out the lantern as the barn settled into the dark, ready for tomorrow's chapter. Thanks for listening to Fred's Storybook Barn. Like and subscribe for more cozy tales from the farm.